3 rounds of discussion with a 20-minute time limit. Introducing first from a Zoom call in Columbia, South Carolina, Matthew, aka the Unbreakable Spirit. And his opponent from a Zoom call in Atlanta, Georgia, Daniel, aka the Executioner. Take it away, Matthew.
Thank you, Justy, for that wonderful introduction. And hello, welcome to episode number 25 of At Odds with the Unbreakable Spirit.
And the Executioner, Daniel Travis.
Yeah, sorry if you heard coughing. I have a tickle in my throat. Anyways, we got 3 great episodes for you.
Topics. Topic 1.
Right, topics. My bad. Topic 1 is WWE is intending to keep the brand split and how that doesn't make sense with one champion.
Topic number 2.
Topic 2 is our displeasure about the tag team titles being unified.
Topic number 3.
We're gonna speculate a little bit about how that this will affect the Money in the Bank,
which shall be interesting.
Yeah, but let's start it off with topic number 1.
What's topic 1?
Them intending to keep the brand split.
Yeah, okay. Topic 1. Them continuing the brand split. I mean, if you ask me personally, it really doesn't make a damn bit of sense. Like, considering this, like, because I heard that both Fox and USA want separate world titles, but they unified the world titles.
Well, I don't think it's that they want separate world titles. I think they both want Roman Reigns and the Bloodline.
Yeah, fair enough.
Because they know these days Roman Reigns and the Bloodline means ratings.
Money. Yeah. Just gets it. Just seriously, just get Roman, just get the Usos' brother over there, and just have them, just have the Bloodline just carry all the gold.
Yeah, for those who don't know, Solo Sikoa is the biological brother of Jimmy and Jey Uso.
Yes. So, what I will...
Oh, and also, I just want to say, people, we're recording in bulk, so
yeah, they don't
if some episodes that we have topics that seem like old news, that's why.
Yeah, they don't really need to know that, but anyway. No, if you ask me, well, yes, it makes sense for them to have Roman Reigns. I'm just wondering, now that the WWE and World and Universal title are one title, my question is, what is the combined title gonna look like?
I don't know. I've seen some pretty good designs of Community Creation. Admittedly, it's just like a pure gold version of the WWE title.
Yeah.
Like even the strap.
Yeah. All right, what are your thoughts on this, Mr. Smith?
My thoughts are, number 1, that I need to start the timer.
Oh, fucking damn it.
It's not bad. I legitimately forgot.
Okay.
And as for my thoughts are, well, it does make sense for them to want all of the Bloodline and his special counsel.
Mm-hmm.
What's the point of having a brand split if the champion is gonna be the same. And also, this brings into question
Hmm.
if Survivor Series is doing their whole bragging rights, brand supremacy thing this year, who's gonna fight Roman?
That is that is a great question. Because for the past 2 years, it has been Roman Reigns fighting the champion of Monday Night,
Or Brock Lesnar fighting the champion of the other show.
or Brock Lesnar. But
But now that the world titles are unified,
shit.
there's not gonna be a world title match. A no champion versus champion.
Yeah. That is a valid question. I don't know an answer to, because in my honest thoughts is because I mean, what you just said is a valid point.
Maybe that should have been topic 3.
I mean, because like with them just now having Roman Reigns being,
It also
yeah,
we can discuss more about this in the next topic, but the same rule will apply to the tag team champion versus tag team champion.
yeah, fair enough. Because my honest thoughts are like, well, it's great that WWE wants to have the bloodline run WWE. I mean, Roman Reigns basically, like, I mean, I'm not really sure who there's really left to challenge the head of the table.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe maybe I don't know, maybe Randy, maybe Riddle, Cody.
Yeah, I would have Cody win Money in the Bank and then cash in only on the WWE title, unless they have a singular belt by that time.
Yeah, that is a valid question. We will discuss that later. But
Yeah.
my
We'll
honest,
discuss that closer to Money in the Bank, probably.
but my honest thoughts on this are: look, it makes sense that both brands want to have Roman. I mean, I don't really blame them, considering how dominant Roman Reigns has been. Why wouldn't you want him on your brand? I mean, like, the dude's basically been on the run of his career. I mean, heck, I've heard.
Honestly, I know people wanted to turn Roman Reigns heel for a while, especially after he defeated The Undertaker at WrestleMania, and we all thought The Undertaker retired.
Yeah.
But honestly, now that Roman is a heel, he should never, and I mean ever, turn babyface.
Yeah, because this is something that I've actually heard. I have heard that WWE has no plans on dropping the title off of Roman.
Shocker.
And I've also heard that it possibly may not be till after WrestleMania next year that he might lose the title.
Where everyone wants him to face his cousin, The Rock.
I mean, like, the story just basically writes itself.
Yeah, who is the real tribal chief? Dwayne Johnson or Joe Anoa'i?
Yeah, my other thoughts on this story is, while Roman Reigns having both titles is a great thing, the only problem is that since no one has been able to beat Roman for the title, and since he's been on the run of his career, has anyone ever stopped? And I know this is a reoccurring thing I've said, but has anyone thought on what Roman Reigns is gonna be like to get back to the top?
Yeah, and I believe someone said to Roman once, the same people you step on to get to the top will be the asses you have to kiss on the way back down.
Yeah.
That's something I heard. But we got like 20 seconds left. Let's just roll
Uh,
into the final thoughts, which
Fi-
now that I think about it, has kind of been this entire topic.
yeah. Final thoughts are it doesn't really make sense for them to end the blend split while Roman Reigns have the breastplate continue to be a thing, even though Roman Reigns is the undisputed Universal Champion.
Yeah, my thoughts are that keeping the brand split makes me think Survivor Series is gonna have the same theme, brand supremacy. These aren't gonna happen, as you're gonna find out through our next topic after this short break. Okay, don't worry. No one will know what happened. They'll just hear me laughing to start off topic 2. Anyways, for those who don't know, at WrestleMania Backlash,
Yes.
the Raw and SmackDown tag team titles are being unified. And that's stupid.
Yes, it is going to be RK Bro versus the Usos.
Yeah, and needless to say, if you listened to our rant about the Universal title a few weeks ago,
oh boy,
this might be a very similar segment.
But okay, well, what are your thoughts, please?
My thoughts are it's unnecessary. Like, what's the point of having Raw and SmackDown have individual tag team titles if they're going to be unified? And like we touched on last topic, it creates a problem for Survivor Series.
My question, before I even say my thoughts, my question is, what will the undisputed tag team titles look like? And in my opinion, if they do get a redesign, they should have the side plates.
Yeah. Like, let's face it, WWE is just moving to where every championship has side plates.
Yeah. But
when you think about it, if they eventually ununify the titles, they're going to have to make, admittedly, probably a replica of it with a different strap color and the side plates again.
Yeah, but my honest thoughts are, it is very stupid that they want to unify the tag team titles, but I also feel like that that all the other tag teams are gonna get that are in the Raw and SmackDown tag team division are going to be left in the dust.
Yeah.
Because I think, I mean,
for as long as the Bloodline is a faction, the product is going to get very stale.
And who the hell knows how long that will be?
Probably a long time.
Yeah. I mean, my honest thoughts are, hey, look, Roman Reigns, my honest thoughts are like, well, RK Bro is going to put up a hell of a fight in this match. I don't think RK Bro is going to win.
Yeah, because the Bloodline wants to dominate WWE. Thankfully, they don't have a female member, otherwise, we'd be headed towards a women's championship unification match.
Yeah. But my honest thoughts are like, and also, not to mention, both of these tag team titles have only been around since 2016.
Yeah,
So these tag team titles don't really have a long history.
yeah, like if when they were split, they became the WWE and World Tag again, that would have been cool, but that's not what happened.
No. But my honest thought, to tell also, I believe that I believe.
We don't need final thoughts yet. We're only at like 220.
Oh shit. Okay, what are your thoughts?
Well, my thoughts on this are, like I said, I think personally, unifying the tag team titles is stupid, but also in some ways, WWE doesn't have a big tag team division.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Name a couple tag teams.
Okay, Alpha Academy, RK Bro, the Usos.
The Viking Raiders.
Yeah, the Viking Raiders.
Los Lotharios.
Yeah, Los Lotharios.
The Street Profits. That's really it. That's really all I could think of.
Yeah, that is literally all I can think of. And then of course there's the NXT guys, but like I said, they're NXT. They won't go after main roster titles.
I mean, even though considering the past, even though we've had like in the past 2 years, we've had 2 main roster superstars win NXT Gold.
Yeah. In fact, while I'm on the subject of it, this is sort of off topic, but what do you expect? A NXT tag team just got split up since Kushida allegedly has left WWE.
Yeah, anyway, not important.
Yeah, 45 seconds. Final thoughts.
Final thoughts. It makes absolutely no damn sense, and I just hope they come up with a cool name for whatever the tag team titles is called, and
let's face it, it's gonna be the undisputed WWE Tag Team Championship.
And I also believe that while RK Bro should win, I don't think so, and I believe it's gonna be the Usos and Randy Orton's gonna turn on Riddle.
You really want Randy Orton to be a heel?
Yeah.
I will say that my final thoughts are, it is stupid, and also it makes no sense if Survivor Series is gonna be brand supremacy. Anyways, we're gonna take a short break before our final topic.
Yeah. So we are back with topic number 3. How the hell will this affect Money in the Bank?
You always work. You always curse on.
Yeah, but because for those of you that don't know, since the unification of the WWE and Universal title, we're all wondering, how is this gonna work for Money in the Bank? Is there gonna be like one Money in the Bank, or is there gonna be 2 separate Money in the Banks, and then you got to have these 2 guys fight in a ladder match or a TLC?
Now, I will admit, for those who have just started watching WWE, maybe even because of the show, though I highly doubt that, for the past few years, there have been technically 4 Money in the Banks. or
Yeah.
2, but for a while there was 2, one for SmackDown, one for Raw.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yes.
then just made it 1, and then they added in the women's, which brought back to 2, but that's beside the point. And we don't know how the unification is going to affect the Money in the Bank contract. It's going to be even more confusing if Uso wins it.
Yeah. Cause my thoughts is because also people think about this. If I win, if like Cody Rhodes, for example, wins the Money in the Bank, would he cash in on one title or would he cash in on the other title?
Or would he cash in on both?
Yeah, I mean, I hate to be the guy to say this, but if I were Mr. Money in the Bank, I'd wait for like the right moment. And what I mean right moment is don't cash in on Roman because then you know that the Usos will be there.
Then then his contract time is gonna be nullified because he won't be able to cash in for the entire year. And remember, people who hold the briefcase can cash in anytime, anywhere for up to 365 days.
Yeah, but what are your thoughts, Matthew?
My thoughts are I forgot to set the timer.
Son of a bitch.
It happens almost weekly.
Yep.
My thoughts are that it's gonna be interesting. Like, to be honest, we don't even know if Money in the Bank is gonna happen this year.
No, it is. It is.
Yeah, obviously it is. It's a yearly thing.
Yeah. The weird thing is it's happening the same month as SummerSlam.
It's happening in July?
Yeah, the same month as SummerSlam.
Which, why did they decide to change that, by the way?
I have no idea. Continue. On topic.
Anyways, since Money in the Bank is happening, we all know the Bloodline's gonna try to stop it somehow to keep the tribal chief at the top of the mountain.
Yes.
Or maybe they're gonna add another member to the Bloodline, maybe Solo Sikoa. Have him enter the Money in the Bank, win it, and not use it on Roman unless Roman loses the title and then immediately after the match Solo cashes in on whoever somehow miraculously beats Roman Reigns.
Yeah. Because like I've previously stated, whoever wins Money in the Bank, that's great for the person who wins it, but it's also gonna be you need to have the right moment, because for those of you that don't know, Roman Reigns hasn't been pinned or submitted in 2 years.
I feel like the only way they're gonna be able to at some point get the title off Roman is if the person challenges him to a match where if he gets disqualified or counted out, he will lose the championship.
Yeah, but this is Roman. Yeah, but considering that this is the tribal chief Roman Reigns, he'll find a way.
Yeah. But basically, what I'm saying is a match where the stipulation is where the champion's advantage becomes the champion's disadvantage.
Yeah, because I will say whoever does, whoever does win the title, good luck. But let's just talk about the Money in the Bank, because that's what we're here to talk about.
Yeah.
Because honestly, I don't really know how the Money in the Bank is gonna work. I mean, like, because I don't know if they should have two separate Money in the Banks unless they have a new title or something, like a one strap, or is it gonna be like, does one person, like, if you win, you cash in on one specific title, like,
Yeah,
how?
like a pick your poison Money in the Bank.
Yeah, it's like, I want the Universal title, or I want the WWE title.
Yeah, but we know they're at least gonna have two Money in the Banks this year. One for men, one for women.
Yes, but whoever.
But how it's gonna work for the men's is the topic of this segment.
Yeah, because, and the reason, like I said, since they have unified the titles, we have, like, legitimately no idea how the hell this is gonna work. WWE, I don't even
Yeah,
think WWE even knows.
Yeah, when we discussed the topics, this was like one of the first things we suggested.
Yeah. Now look, no. I mean, me personally, what I would do is, you have two separate Money in the Banks, and then you have those two winners compete in a ladder match, and then whoever wins that becomes the unified Money in the Bank. That's what I would do. I don't know. What are your
So
thoughts?
you would have two Money in the Bank matches for the men's titles.
Yeah.
Then you would have those two fight for a unified Money in the Bank.
Yes.
Like, would it be another ladder match?
It'd either be a ladder match, yeah, probably ladder match.
Since Money in the Bank is sort of synonymous with ladder matches.
Yeah, I'd be like, okay. That's just my thoughts, but please, what are yours?
My thoughts are that honestly, it's hard to tell with the state WWE is in.
What do you mean?
Because with there being a world champion on both shows, they still have what they want, but with them being unified, at the same time, the networks don't have what they want. Like, yes, they both want a world champion. Yes, they both want the tribal chief. But at the same time, your world title is being seen on an opposing network.
Yeah.
Which is why I think the Money in the Bank this year is so important, because it could bring WWE back to having two separate championships.
Yeah.
But with how over as a heel Roman is, the Money in the Bank winner is probably going to lose the cash in.
Yeah, just be like, oh, okay. You want to cash in your Money in the Bank title shot on Roman Reigns? You're screwed.
Yeah. Meet the Usos. They're going to beat you up before the match.
Like, this is just what I picture. I just picture the guy's like, I'm going to cash in. I'm going to cash in. The guy's like, which
Turns
one?
around into a double super kick from Jimmy and Jay.
Roman's
It's
just
around by the super kicks, Superman punch.
Roman just talks. Roman just bounces off the. Roman just then Superman punches. Then just before you even have a chance to sell, before you even have a chance, Roman's just bouncing spear. The referee is like, I need to check if he's okay. I don't give a ring the fucking bell.
Or even worse, while Roman's barking at the ref to ring the bell. Paul Heyman just walks over, grabs the bell from the timekeeper, grabs the hammer, and rings it himself.
Yeah.
Because that totally seems like something Paul Heyman would do.
Oh yeah.
Hell, I've even seen a wrestler do that at an NXT house show.
Yeah.
I'm
You
legitimately not joking.
tell the story, please?
So it was actually in South Carolina, and Johnny Gargano was fighting Velveteen Dream. This is how you can tell how old it was, because neither of those people are in WWE anymore.
Yeah.
Anyway, they were fighting, and the match hadn't officially started because the referee forgot to tell the timekeeper to ring the bell. At one point during the brawl, Johnny got out of the ring, walked over to the timekeeper, grabbed the bell and hammer, and rang it.
He's like, wait.
Either the timekeeper didn't see the ring the bell, or the referee never signaled for it. And people were saying in the crowd, like, the match hasn't started, the bell hasn't rung. Either Johnny heard one of them, or it was either it was planned or it was a botch. I legitimately have no idea.
But yeah, we will be. Thank you.
Yeah, we're actually in overtime. We'll be back next week with more topics.
Yes. Bye.
Roll that outro. Thank you for listening to At Odds, hosted by the Unbreakable Spirit
And the Executioner.
Edited by the Unbreakable Spirit. You can follow me on Twitter and Instagram at MTS_life_0126.
You can follow me on Instagram at DanTravis21, and you can also follow me on the Twitter at DanTheExecutioner21.
And you can follow the podcast at Odds Podcast. We'll be back next week with more debates and discussions. But until then, the Executioner and the Unbreakable Spirit will still be at odds.
Thank you, losers.